Good morning, students. Today we are going to solve Algebra Worksheet, 4th chapter Ratio and Proportion, Part 2 worksheet. First, students, fill your name, roll number, write down the division. Okay, we'll start with our first question. Choose the correct alternative answer for the questions given below. First one is given. What is the mean proportion of 4 and 25? Option given is A 6, B 8, C with 10 and D 12. Now students, we have to write mean proportion of 4 and 25. So you know mean proportion means B square equal to 4, B square is equal to AC. So we'll multiply, that is 4 into 25, that is 100. So that is B square equal to 100. So B equal to, that is mean proportion equal to 10. So we'll circle option C. Okay. Now next question. 24 bananas were distributed between Shubham and Anil in the ratio 3:5. Then how many bananas did Shubham get? Option given are 8, 15, 12, 9. So you have to solve this. Do it in your this one rough work or manually this one in mind you have to do it. So as it is given 24 bananas total distributed amongst Shubham and Anil in the ratio of 3:5. So let the common multiple be x. So it will become 3x plus 5x is equal to 24. So you know 3x plus 5x is student 8x. 8x equal to 24. So x value will get 24 divided by 8, that is 3. So now you need to find that bananas how many Shubham get. So 3x is the ratio for Shubham. So you'll multiply 3 into 3. So you'll get 9 answer. So you'll circle option D. Now moving to next. What is given? A plus B upon A minus B equal to 9 upon 5. Then find value of A upon B. Option given are 6 is to 5, 9 is to 4, 4 is to 5, 7 is to 2. Now by using A plus B upon A minus B equal to 9 upon 5, we have to find value of A upon B. So A upon B, how you'll get this? By using your componendo and dividendo. So RHS also you'll apply componendo and dividendo. So it will become 9 plus 5 upon 9 minus 5. So you'll get 9 plus 5, numerator as 14 and denominator 9 minus 5 will get 4. So again further it can simplify 14 upon 4, it will go in divide by 2. So you'll get 7 upon 2. So answer would be D, that is 7 upon 2. Okay students, now we'll move to our question number 2nd. What is given? m into n minus n equal to 3m plus 4n. Then find the value of the following expression, that is you have to find the value for 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n. Now students, you have to first find out m upon n. Okay, by using this 5m minus n equal to 3m plus 4n, let's first find out m upon n. Okay, then using that we can find out this. So solution, 5m minus n equal to 3m plus 4n, which is given. So bring the like terms to one side. So it will become 5m minus 3n equal to 4n plus. This n will go to right hand side. So it will become plus n. So it will become 5m minus 3m equal to 4n plus n. So it will become your 2m. Next step you will get therefore 2m equal to 4n plus n. It will get 5n. Now you will write down in the form of m upon n. So you'll get therefore m upon n equal to 5 upon 2. Now using this value, that is m upon n equal to 5 upon 2. Now we'll find out the value for the expression 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n. Now students, you can see with m the coefficient is 3 and with n the coefficient is 4. So we'll multiply this one m upon n with 3 upon 4. So you'll write down multiplying both the side by 3 by 4. So you'll get, therefore, m upon n equal into 3 upon 4 equal to 5 upon 2 into 3 upon 4. So you'll solve this. It will become 3m upon 4n equal to 15 upon 8. Now students, you need 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n. So for that, you have to apply componendo and dividendo. So by componendo and dividendo, therefore 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n equal to, you'll get 15 plus 8 here upon 15 minus 8. So further you'll simplify this, then you'll get 3m plus 4n upon 3m minus 4n equal to 23 upon 7. Okay. Now moving to the next question. What is given in question number 3? If a upon b equal to 7 upon 3, then find the value of the ratio a cube minus b cube upon b cube. So here we'll use a upon b equal to 7 upon 3, which is given. We'll use and find out the value for the ratio a cube minus b cube upon b cube. So in solution, a upon b is equal to 7 upon 3, which is given. Now students, I need a cube and b cube also. So first we'll do cubing on both sides. So cubing both sides, you will get, therefore a cube upon b cube equal to 343. That is 7 cube is 343 and 3 cube you'll get 27. 3 into 3 into 3. So you'll get 27. So you'll get 343 upon 27. So now students, I need in the form of a cube minus b cube upon b cube. So you apply the property of dividendo. So by dividendo, therefore a cube minus b cube upon b cube equal to 343 minus 27 upon 27. Now I'll solve. You'll get the value, that is a cube minus b cube upon b cube equal to, so 343 minus 27, you'll get 316 and upon 27. So this is the answer for the expression. So we'll write down in ratio, that is a cube minus b cube upon b cube is equal to 316 is to 27. Moving to next sum, students. Now fourth one. Fill in the blanks of the following. X upon 7 equal to y upon 3 equal to 3x plus 5y upon, you have to find the denominator dash, equal to 7x minus 9y upon dash, means denominator both you have to find. So now student, can you see here it is 3x plus 5y. So means I need the x term, variable x with coefficient 3 and y with 5. So first we'll make, that is x, we'll write down x upon 7 equal to y upon 3 equal to, now I need to multiply my first term with 3. So multiplying numerator and denominator here by 3, and I need 5y. So I'll multiply this term with 5. So 5 into y upon 5 into 3. So what you will get, students, that is 3x upon 21 equal to 5 into y, 5y upon 15. Now you want the value for 3x plus 5y upon dash. So what you'll apply here, students? Which property? By theorem on equal ratio. So you'll apply, students, by theorem on equal ratio. Both the terms will combine, will add. You'll get, therefore 3x plus 5y upon denominator will also add, that is 21 plus 15. So equal to 36. You'll get 3x plus 5y upon 36. Okay. Now we'll find out the value for this term, last term, that is 7x minus 9y upon dash, denominator for that. So you'll use, that is x upon 7 equal to y upon 3 equal to, now you need 7. With x you need variable 7 and with y you need 9. So you'll multiply the first term with 7, numerator and denominator with 7, and y with variable y you'll multiply numerator and denominator with 9. So you'll get 7x upon 49 equal to 9 into y, 9y upon 9 3s are 27. Now you need to merge this, that is 7x minus 9y. So you can apply theorem on equal ratio. So you'll write down by theorem on equal ratio, you'll get 7x minus 9y upon 49 minus 27. So that will give you, that is 7x minus 9y upon 49 minus 27 will give you 22. Now at last you'll write down all, you'll fill in the blanks. So therefore x upon 7 equal to y upon 3 equal to 3x plus 5y upon 36 equal to 7x minus 9y upon 22. So you have got the denominators for the both the terms. Moving to next. Now what is given in fifth question? Three numbers are in continued proportion whose mean proportion is 12 and the sum of the remaining two numbers is 26. Then find these numbers. So let's take first three numbers. So if I take A, B and C are in continued proportion. These are the three numbers. So mean proportion will be B. Middle term is known as mean proportion. And the sum of remaining two is 26, which is given, means A plus C will become 26. So students, let's solve. Let A, B, C be the three numbers in continued proportion. Then B equal to 12 and A plus C equal to 26, which is given in our question. So I have just written, that is mean proportion is given 12. So B equal to 12 and the sum of remaining two. So A plus C equal to 26. So our next step, therefore C equal to 26 minus A. I can write, yes, value of C I can write 26 minus A. So now students, you know when it is said they are in continued proportion, therefore I can write AC equal to B square, or you can write B square equal to AC. Okay. So I'll substitute the value. So therefore AC equal to B value is given 12. So 12 square it will become. And in place of C I can write 26 minus A. So A, therefore in next step I've written A in bracket 26 minus A equal to 12 square is 144. Now I'll multiply this, that is A into 26, 26A minus A into A minus A square. So next step will become 26A minus A square equal to 144. So now let's make it as quadratic equation. Therefore A square minus 26A plus 44 equal to 0. We have written in quadratic equation form. Now, you know, we'll simplify and we'll split the middle term and we'll get the value for A. So, A square minus 26A plus 144 equal to 0. So, 144 you'll split in such a way that you should get minus 26A. So, I have written 18 8s are, you'll get 26, this one 144. If you multiply 18 into 8, you'll get 144. And if you add both this number, it satisfy your middle term, that is 26. Now, as middle term has minus sign, so both this number, both these terms will have minus sign. So, your next step will become A square minus 18A minus 8A plus 144 equal to 0. Now, you'll group these two terms and take common among them. So from first two term, you'll get A in bracket. A is common, so you'll write down A outside. So A remains. So in bracket 1A from first term minus. Here already we have taken A outside, so 18 remains. So you got here. Now from last two terms, what is common? Only 8, because your A variable is not there. So you have, I've taken minus 8 common. In bracket, you'll write down A, which is remaining from here, and plus is there. You'll put minus sign over here. So minus into minus, automatically you'll get plus. So minus and 18 8s are 144. So you'll write down 18 inside. So can you see 1? A minus 18 is 1 common both sides. So you'll take 1. That is therefore A minus 18 in one bracket, and you'll group this A minus 18 another bracket. So you got therefore A minus 18, A minus 8 equal to 0. Now let's find out value for A. So therefore A minus 18 equal to 0 or A minus 8 equal to 0. So A equal to 18 or the value of A equal to 8. So two values you have for A. A can be 18 and A can be 8. So student, if A is 18, then the value for C is 26 minus 18, that is 8. And if A value, if you take as 8, then the value for C, that is then C equal to 26 minus 8 equal to 18. So the three numbers in continued proportion are 8, 12, 18 or 18, 12, 8. Okay. Now moving to last one. What is given? If 15a square plus 4b square upon 15a square, here it will be a square. Do the correction. If 15. So if 15a square minus 4b square equal to 47 upon 7, then find the value of ratio A upon B. You have to find the value for A upon B by using the given expression. Now, I'll use, that is, if in solution 15a square plus 4b square upon 15a square minus 4b square is equal to 47 upon 7 given. Now student, I need A upon B, means in denominator I have to remove 4b square, that is B term with this, and in numerator I have to remove with 4b square, and in denominator I have to eliminate my 15a square, which means variable with A I have to remove. So I'll apply here by componendo and dividendo. So by componendo and dividendo, you'll get 15a square plus 4b square plus 15a square minus 4b square, that is A plus B. So here numerator plus denominator, and down it will be numerator minus denominator. So we'll write down 15a square plus 4b square minus 15a square minus 4b square equal to 47 plus 7 upon 47 minus 7. Okay, now let's remove the bracket. When you open the bracket, what will happen? You'll get 15a square plus 4b square plus 15a square minus 4b square upon 15a square plus 4b square minus 15a square plus 4b square equal to, when you add, it will add here 47 plus 7, 54, and 47 minus 7, 40. Now student, you can see opposite sign variables will cancel. So you will remove, it eliminates here, and down 8 terms goes. Okay. So now 15a square plus 15a square, student will get 30a square. So next step you get, therefore 30a square upon 4b square plus 4b square will become 8b square equal to 54 upon 40. Now I'll bring this 30 and 8 to right hand side, that is 30 upon 8 to right hand side. So it will become, therefore a square upon b square equal to 54 upon 40 into 8 upon 30. Now students, we can cancel the terms. It goes, both 8 and 40 goes in 5 stable, 8 stable directly we can do. 8 ones are and 8 fives are 40. So we'll write down 5 over here. And 54 and 30 also you can cancel both in 6 table. So it will become 6 fives are 30 and 6 nines are 54. So, okay, then what you get, therefore it will become a square upon b square equal to 9 upon 25. Okay, so student, you are near to the answers. Yeah, you got a square upon b square equal to 9 upon 25. We need the value for a upon b. So I want to remove my square from here. So you'll take out positive square root. So you'll get a upon b is equal to 3 upon 5. Okay, so you got the value for a upon b, that is 3 upon 5. I hope you have understood all this sum. Please do complete your worksheet. Thank you, students.